As you all know from my videos, Brexit did not happen immediately after the Brexit referendum in 2016. There were exhausting negotiations between the UK and the EU. First about the exit of the UK, and then about the future relationship between the EU and the UK. After the official Brexit on January 31st in 2020, where the UK officially left the EU and with it the Parliament, there was a transitional period until December 31st in 2020 to implement the new relationship. There are indeed some longer transitional periods for some areas, but this was really the main one. And people are talking a lot about the level of preparation for Brexit on the different sides, or the lack of. So in a number of my videos, I give you an overview about the extent of preparations by different countries involved, and of course the UK and the EU. And today in this video, I will tell you about the preparations in Estonia. Estonia, like other EU member states, engaged in extensive preparations following the Brexit referendum in June 2016 and leading up to the end of the Brexit transition period on December 31st in 2020. The transition period was established to allow the UK and the EU to negotiate their future relationship and ensure a smoother adjustment to the new realities post-Brexit. During this time, both parties negotiated trade agreements and other key aspects of their future relationship. In Estonia, the government took various measures to prepare for the potential impacts of Brexit. The Estonian government established communication channels to keep the public, businesses, and various stakeholders informed about the developments and potential implications of Brexit. They provided information on the potential changes in trade, customs procedures, regulations, and residency rights. Estonia, as an EU member state, prepared for potential disruptions in trade with the UK by updating customs procedures and regulations. And this included educating businesses about the changes in customs documentation, tariffs, and import-export processes that might arise after the transition period. And the Estonian government addressed concerns of UK citizens residing in Estonia and Estonian citizens living in the UK. They offered guidance on residency permits, citizenship applications, and other related matters to ensure a smooth transition for affected individuals. Estonian authorities monitored economic and financial developments closely to assess potential impacts on the country's economy. They prepared for possible fluctuations in currency exchange rates, investment flows, and financial markets. And Estonia reviewed its domestic laws and regulations that had been affected by the UK's membership in the EU. This included making necessary amendments to ensure the continuity of legal frameworks post-Brexit. And Estonia collaborated with other EU member states to maintain security and cooperation across various sectors, including law enforcement, data protection, and defense. The Estonian government organized seminars, workshops, and information sessions for businesses and citizens to provide guidance on the potential impacts of Brexit as well. They encouraged stakeholders to make necessary preparations to minimize disruptions. It's important to note that these preparations were not unique to Estonia. Similar efforts were undertaken by all EU member states to address the challenges and uncertainties posed by the UK's decision to leave the EU. The transition period allowed time for both the UK and the EU to negotiate and implement new arrangements, minimizing the potential disruptions and ensuring a smoother adjustment for all parties involved, if they prepared. Before the end of the transition period on December 31st in 2020, Brexit preparations were considered highly important for all affected countries, both within the European Union and the United Kingdom. The transition period began after the UK officially left the EU on January 31st in 2020, as I said, and it allowed time for both parties to negotiate their future relationship, but also to make the necessary arrangements. They were quite different in the end on some areas, and that's why I'm making these videos. and I will do them on all parties involved. I once again have to repeat myself for people that have not seen the videos yesterday. This weekend is my birthday on Saturday, and so I will take the weekend off this time for the first time for a long time, and that's why there will be no live stream on Sunday. There will be videos, of course, but I decided to take a little time out for myself on my birthday weekend. So you will see a video on Sunday evening, but not a live stream. And if you want to see another video right now, the next one is in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.